What's up? It is 5:30 p.m. April 4th. Just making a Zippo lighter review. Usually don't do reviews on shit like this, but I bought this not too long ago. Sorry, I got my goddamn fingerprints all over this. It's a colored chrome kind of finish, so it's gonna show your fingerprints. So if that bothers you, then yeah, you should get a matte one. I bought this. I got this today, and I bought this one maybe like a week ago. I've been carrying it for 5 days, and the hinge on it, I'm doing a double review because these are the same goddamn lighters, just different color. And the hinge on this isn't too bad. I've been flicking it around, doing a couple tricks with it. It's not the best because it's, you know, colored chrome, so it's going to be slick and it's going to slip out of your hand if your hands are wet or sweaty. And I kind of got this one just to, I'm not going to do tricks with this one. I want to keep it kind of not mint condition, but close to new as I can. And this one, I dropped this one really fucking hard. Dropped it on tile, and I thought I fucked it up really bad. I thought I dented it maybe, and honestly, it looks way better than I expected from, I don't know exactly where I dropped it at. It's somewhere on the bottom right here, but it didn't mess it up too bad. So I was like, wow, that's pretty good. But I thought it fucked up the hinge really bad, but no, the hinge is pretty good. And this one, being brand new, it's not too bad. This one is more loose though. And I recently bought me, ordered 2 other Zippos. I said, fuck it, after I bought these 2. So now I got like 4. I got a gold armor, high polished brass, and the black matte pipe lighter insert one. So if you don't know what the armor one is, it's supposed to have a little A with a shield around it and a flame, and it's supposed to be like 1.5 times thicker than the normal one. And the normal classic Zippo just, it has kind of like an empty clang sound, and the armor one, it has a more just solid sound to it. It sounds similar though, but some people like that better. Some people might like the OG sound better. And honestly, I like both of them, but I haven't heard the armor one. Like, I haven't had one or heard one, you know, in person, but just watching videos and shit, it sounds better. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. And the color on here, it's called Chameleon, and online, you know, when you order blades or knives or some shit like that, a flashlight, it shows the description, and then it shows like specs where it's made and all that, and shows like the color. And on this, it said color green. So even though it said Chameleon, I was thinking it's a bunch of different colors thrown together. And on the picture, it looks like this online, and sometimes when you see something online, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, but you know, that's not what I'm getting, like the way it looks and shit, the color. But that's exactly how it looks in the picture, and that's what you get. So it's like a light kind of green. Let me do a little comparison of different greens and shit that I have. Just random shit. Here's a tech deck, one of the new fucking tech decks, not the OG ones. Here's a Bic lighter. This one is like lime green, so you can kind of compare it to that. This one is like a light green, but I'm not sure exactly what to call it. Let me see. Some other greens and shit right here. Just some blades that are OD green. Supposedly, these are all supposed to be OD green. Sorry if you're just into Zippos and you're like, why is this asshole showing a bunch of knives and shit? Well, sorry, motherfucker. I'm into blades, so you gotta deal with it. And let me see. Here's another green. This knife was in one of my first videos. Or it wasn't my first video, yeah. So these 3 are more close to OD green than anything. The cold steel and this AGA and this Ganzo. These are kind of like limeish green. This Kershaw and this Boker. Then this one is probably the closest to it in the camera from what it looks like, the Benchmade, but I'm not sure exactly what kind of green you would call it, a foliage green or some shit. I don't know, so you be the judge of that, whatever kind of fucking green it looks like compared to that shit. Yeah. You know what, let me see. I turned the lighting off because I didn't want the light from my phone to just be reflecting in this goddamn, the lighter, just, you know, because it's a chrome finish, so let me shine the light on my phone so you can kind of see better. You can kind of compare it to that, yeah. So, yeah. That's what it looks like. kind of green if you compare it to other greens and OD greens and shit. So yeah, it was made in. This was made in June 2021. This was in September 2021, and the inserts were made in the same month. It says K 2021. That's November. This one is November. Yeah. So yeah, I've been carrying this. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything like that, but I smoke weed, and I never really liked Zippos for lighting bowls or bongs or anything like that. Not because of the fact that, oh, you can't light it right because you need a pipe lighter insert. That wasn't the problem. It's just because I would think you'd be able to taste the fuel, you know, taste it like that when you're lighting it, and honestly, you really don't, unless you're talking about just the fumes, just the gases that you would smell from the lighter. Other than that, you're really not tasting jack shit. And I bought me, like I said, the pipe lighter insert, so I'm going to use that shit and try it out, and hopefully it'll be better for tricks, because it has that, you know, matte finish. It's not chrome and slippery like this. And this just has like a mirror finish pretty much. You can see my ugly ass face and see my tripod. Talking about the camera stand here, alright? Get your mind out of the gutter. So, got fuel in both of these. This one I think has a higher flame, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can see that. And I learned a couple tricks, like I said. I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, I can do that. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, a quick draw or some shit. You kind of flick it out like that, or you can do something, I think it's called a universal spin, where you tap it around and then like hit it. You like flick it around and then fucking tap it and light it like that or something. Something like that. I was watching if you want to learn a bunch of tricks, look up Cutlery Lovers videos. Yeah, and you spin it around while the flame is lit through your hand or some shit like that. Yeah, so. Alright then. That's my Zippo lighter review. Later.